On today's Daily Strike, the Lightning set their roster for opening night, and the NHL issues fines and suspensions to the Bolts. This is the latest news and notes on the Tampa Bay Lightning for Tuesday, October 7th, 2025. I'm Steve Versnick. The NHL issued fines and suspensions for the Lightning's actions in Saturday's preseason game in Sunrise. Scott Sabourin has been suspended for 4 games without pay for roughing Aaron Ekblad. Sabourin will forfeit just over $16,000 in salary. Moser has been suspended for 2 games without pay for boarding Jesper Boqvist. He'll forfeit just over $35,000 to the Players' Emergency Assistance Fund. But the NHL wasn't done. The Lightning were fined $100,000 and head coach Jon Cooper fined $25,000 for their actions culminating in the events of Saturday night. This goes to the club fine fund, which is used for charitable purposes. Meanwhile, the Lightning returned to practice on Monday in Estero. Zemgus Girgensons didn't participate. He had left the game Saturday after being boarded by Carter Verhaeghe and did not return. After practice, the Lightning claimed forward Curtis Douglas off waivers from the Utah Mammoth. Douglas is a 6'9", 242-pound forward who skated in 63 games with Tucson of the AHL last season. He had 10 goals, 23 points, and 117 penalty minutes. The Lightning have now set their roster for opening night. They'll have 13 forwards, 7 defensemen, and 3 goaltenders on the roster. Nick Paul is on long-term injured reserve. Zemgus Girgensons on injured reserve. And Nico Huhtinen is on IR non-roster player. So the 13 forwards that made the squad are Oliver Bjorkstrand, Mitchell Chaffee, Anthony Cirelli, Curtis Douglas, Jack Finley, Connor Geekie, Gage Gonsalves, Yanni Gord, Jake Gensel, Brandon Hagel, Pontus Holmberg, Nikita Kucherov, and Braden Point. The defensemen are Eric Chernak, Max Crozier, Victor Hedman, Emil Lilleberg, Ryan McDonough, J.J. Moser, and Darren Radish. And the goalies are Phoenix Copley, Jonas Johansson, and Andrei Vasilevsky. Opening night presented by Benchmark International is this Thursday as the Ottawa Senators are in town. Get to the arena early as the players will walk the blue carpet on Ford Thunder Alley starting around 3:45 p.m. There'll be food and drink happy hour specials and a live band as well. Get your tickets at ticketmaster.com/lightning. Puck drop that night scheduled for 7 p.m. Eastern. If you're not at the arena, the radio pregame show will begin at 6:30 on 102.5 The Bone and in the Lightning mobile app. Our TV pregame show will start on the Spot Channel 66 an hour ahead of time at 6 p.m. You can go to tampabaylightning.com/how-to-watch to see how you can watch the Bolts all season long. The Lightning assigned 8 players to the Syracuse Crunch on Monday. Forwards Dylan Duke, Dominic James, Boris Kachuk, Scott Sabourin, Vitek Stahoviak, and defenseman Declan Carlisle, Charles Edward Destow, and Roman Schmidt.
This day in Lightning history.
It was on this date 33 years ago in 1992.
Press out. Failed to get it out. Riki's long shot. Deflecting shot. They score! The hat trick for Chris Kontos. 3 goals for Chris Kontos. 6-1 Tampa. And so far, there's been only one fan that recognizes that when a guy gets 3 goals, it's favorable to throw a hat out there.
Chris Kontos would end up with 4 goals in the inaugural game for the Lightning franchise at a sold-out Fairgrounds. The Lightning would go on to beat the Blackhawks 7-3. Kontos' 4 goals are still tied for the most in franchise history. Lightning launch week continues today. Enjoy 50% off your Papa John's order all day long using code GOBOLTS. Then join us at Sparkman Wharf tonight at 6:30 p.m. for trivia, where you could win an autographed stick or puck. Dave Mishkin and Greg Linelli host Lightning Power Lunch today at noon Eastern. They'll continue to look ahead to Thursday night's opener against Ottawa. They'll also discuss the fines to the Lightning and Jon Cooper, plus suspensions to J.J. Moser and Scott Sabourin. You can catch the show on Facebook, X, and YouTube, or listen live in the Lightning mobile app, or download the podcast afterwards and listen anytime. Thank you for listening to the Daily Strike for Tuesday, October 7th, 2025. I'm Steve Versnick, where every day is Hockey Day.